What's on, guys? Just did my morning weigh-in. I'm at 183 pounds. That's 3 pounds lighter than a few weeks ago, so my diet's going on track. But this is my current condition as of this morning. Feeling flat and depleted. It's my last day of low carb, so this is kind of when I'm the most depleted during the week. But I'm getting there slowly, man. Bring those shreds back. Right, guys, before this full day of eating gets underway as well, I kind of want to speak up something, go over something real quick. I was really struggling with food, really struggling with my diet, struggling to shift the pounds. Like after my competition, I put on some weight, I actually bulked up, got a lot bigger. I've been told I've got bigger when I was meant to be just kind of maintaining just from cheat meals and stress and exams and stuff. But I want to speak about breaking weight loss plateaus, and kind of overcoming those plateaus. My diet wasn't really going anywhere. I was eating shit and things were shit, but now things are freaking great and I've kind of overcome the plateau and now I'm on the slope to losing this weight, shifting this pounds and getting shredded. And I just want to kind of go over what went through my head, how I've done it, and the things that I realised that made me do what I did in order to get where I'm going. But let me show you this first. Right, I saw Grenade J talking about this, so I wanted to mention it as well. He talks about a lot of really useful and motivational things in his Snapchats. So go give him an ad, I'll put his account in again here. If we look here, this is my diet plan that I've planned out for my kind of summer diet. I'll just go over it really quick. This is my weight by day, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. As you can see, I'm consistently losing weight, and that's kind of what might think you'd expect to lose weight like. But what's actually going to happen is tomorrow when I have my refeed day, my weight's probably going to be about 187. You should never consider weight day by day. It fluctuates massively. If you've gone for a shit, it could be completely different depending on how much you've eaten, how late you've eaten, how much you've drunk, how much cardio you've done, etc, etc. When you pee, all of this stuff affects it. So day by day weight is absolutely useless. I don't consider any of this. I calculate the weekly average, then compare weekly averages in order to see if I'm losing or gaining weight. Right, well, look at my comp diet here. Look, man, last weigh-in I did, I was 175 pounds in this document. I'm now basically 10 pounds heavier. How crazy is that? That was on comp day, man. That was comp day. So each data point in this graph is a weekly average. It's not a daily average. If it was a daily average, I'd get going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, because your weight fluctuates. But what you're looking at the end of a week is you add all the weights together from each day, calculate the average, then compare that to previous weeks. And then if you're gaining or losing weight, that's what you should be looking at. Carb Killer bars are the best protein bar ever. Gonna eat some porridge, like 40 grams of oats. After my competition, I put on like 10 pounds of weight in about a month. So 10 pounds in a couple of months is very bad. I was enjoying food, but I kind of got to let myself go a little bit too much. I could have gone a lot worse, but generally I wasn't happy to myself. So I decided to cut again. I had exams, I'd stuff like that, and I was kind of going nowhere. Like I was dieting, I was calorie restricting and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere at all. And what I actually did over the exam period was I ended up bulking a little bit. I ended up gaining weight, gaining muscle, which looking back on it is good now because I've put on some size and it's an excellent thing. I was struggling to lose the weight, okay? And it was, again, I've said like 3 times in this video, it's only been going for 2 minutes already, Grenade J, Snapchat, and he said something that really kind of like hit home to me. It's like, if someone had your family at gunpoint, and they said, all right, if you don't lose this amount of weight, say 5 pounds in a month, we're gonna kill your whole family. You would lose the weight. The only thing that's stopping you from losing the weight is you. The only thing is you just can't be asked, it's not your priority, you can't be fucked. If you had to lose the weight, you would lose the weight. And then I kind of realized, what was different? What was I doing differently? And the main thing was, I had a goal. I wanted to get shredded, but why do I want to get shredded? Like, before I had that competition, if I didn't cut all that weight, I'd look like shit on stage and everyone would laugh at me. So my goal is, I want to do more trolling videos. I've got a festival in, there's one in 30 days, there's one in about a month and a half, 2 months that I'm gonna go to. So I've got a date, I've got a goal, I've got a countdown to get shredded. So I have to lose this weight or I'm gonna look like shit. The other thing was taking my weight every morning. I started recording my weight again, wasn't doing that. Literally, it was so hard about recording my weight. I really think you need to record your weight because it makes so much of a difference. The biggest tool that I'd forgotten about, and my personal favorite tool, was carb backloading. And I really rate it, I love it to bits, and it makes you feel good. It gives you something to look forward to at the end of the day. It's a psychological thing. I'll train in the evening or I'll train in the late afternoon. Say if I train at 5 o'clock, yeah? Up to 5 o'clock, I will basically eat a low carb diet. For that time that I train, I will only have 30% of my total daily carbohydrates. So I'm limiting carbohydrates before I train, and straight after I train, I'll smash some simple carbs, smash all types of carbs, and then have the remaining 70% of my carbohydrates that I train. So you're basically backloading the carbs, you're saving all the carbs till after you train. And from a psychological mindset, what that does as well, is it means that you're looking forward to something. Like, in the evening's the worst time. If you binge eat or anything like that, you would know it's probably happened in the evening when you're sat at home, not got much to do, like not a lot on your head, you're just thinking about how hungry you are. And then you get to the evening, get to that time where you would typically binge eat loads of shit food. You get to eat loads of food. You can literally eat pretty much anything you want as long as it fits your macros in terms of carbs and stuff like that. And then you're satisfied. What I always say to people is the best thing you can do when losing weight is take things as slow as you possibly can. Carbs are your friends, do not over restrict them, and just take them slow. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that full video and I'll make it happen, man. I want to do some more trolling stuff because it's just funny as fuck and it's kind of getting the message out there not to give a fuck, and that's what I want to spread. Like, who gives a fuck about the opinions of others? Who cares what the fucking haters say? Just do whatever the fuck you want. Ignore the haters, ignore the naysayers, don't give a fuck and do what you want. Got some scrambled eggs and toast, 2 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and then I got some Snacker Jacks as well. So that'll bring me up to like 30% of my carbohydrate. So my next meal is gonna be after train.
Don't take
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. It's just the definition of being a shredded sick cunt. This is what no McDonald's does to you. Just got back from shopping from a town that's like an hour away, so I've been out for like 3 hours. Wanted to train about an hour ago. It's, what time is it? I think it's about 5:30. So I'm not gonna be able to train for at least another hour. I'm gonna have a vanilla fuck's sake. So I'm gonna go in about an hour's time. I'm gonna have a muscle food vanilla crispy bar. These are my favorite things ever. Only about 15 grams of carbs just to get me through like the next hour or so. And then I'm gonna train, smash some food, and that's that. BCAA's pre-workout and a muscle food peanut butter bar. I did say in my last video that I was only eating 1 protein related product a day. So far I've had 3. That's not going very well, is it? Absolutely sick shoulder session, guys. Got a mad pump, feeling pretty shredded today as well. I'm feeling good. Shoulder's still pretty fucked, shoulder's still pretty sore, so I've got that problem where I rotator cuff, but just really focused on my medial and rear delts rather than the frontal. Did a little bit of work on my front delts at the end, but just went really, really light. So the whole session was pretty light, really, just to like minimize pain, minimize discomfort. Shoulder's a bit sore now. Shoulder's a bit sore now. Just gonna head home now, have some fucking carbs, and life is good. So I've got like 250 grams of sweet potato, baked, cut up into squares, a steak, and some vegan green shit that no one cares about. We just gone back in time when my food is still cooking, and whilst waiting for it to cook, I've got 40 grams of sweet popcorn tweet. But it's low carb day, if it fits your macros. We restricted carbs in the morning, which means I get loads of delicious carbs in the evening. Look how many photos I've got to upload to eBay. I'm selling a load of old camera lenses and cameras, so if you're interested in buying some like vintage cameras, I'm your man. Look at that, they're all going on eBay, so loads of lenses, loads of cameras. The time is 10:28, last meal of the day. I've got 50 grams of brown rice mixed in with 200 grams of broccoli to give it some flavour. Then I got a whole chicken breast, 150 grams of curry sauce, and then that basically puts me bang on my macros at about 2,660 calories, just under 2,700, which is my goal. Gonna stick those in eBay, eat some shit, watch some shit, and then go to bed.